I locked my sister's 6-year-old son in the bathroom for an hour after he went completely wild. Now she's furious and won't talk to me. Last weekend, my sister, 26F, asked me, 28M, to watch her 6-year-old son, Ryan, for a few hours while she ran some errands. I'm not really comfortable around kids, but I agreed because it was just for a short time. I thought, how hard could it be? Plus, I figured it would be a good chance to spend some time with my nephew, even if I wasn't exactly an expert in handling kids. When she left, things started off okay. We watched a movie together, and Ryan had some juice. Honestly, I was relieved things were going smoothly so far. He seemed pretty chill, and I thought maybe it wouldn't be as difficult as I expected. I tried to keep things light and simple, hoping to avoid any major trouble during the few hours he was with me. I'm not used to being responsible for a kid's behavior, so I was trying my best to keep Ryan entertained and calm. It was clear from the start that he had a lot of energy, but as long as he was sitting still watching the movie or sipping his juice, I thought I was in control. Little did I know how quickly things were about to spiral out of control. For about the first 30 or 40 minutes, Ryan was surprisingly well behaved. We watched a movie and he seemed content. I gave him some snacks and juice, and everything seemed pretty normal. It felt like we might actually survive this babysitting stint without too much trouble. I tried to engage with him, asked what he wanted to do after the movie, and even suggested some activities. I wasn't sure what kids usually like, but I figured throwing in some options might help keep him busy and out of trouble. He was quiet for a while, and I started to think, okay, maybe I can actually do this. But then, just as I started to relax, Ryan's behavior began to shift. It was like someone flipped a switch. Instead of sitting calmly, he suddenly became more hyperactive and restless. He got up and started running around the living room, knocking things over as he went. I told him to stop, but he ignored me completely. After those first signs of restlessness, Ryan quickly escalated into full-on chaos mode. He started running all over the place, throwing couch pillows around, and even dumped a bowl of popcorn on the floor. I tried to stay calm and told him multiple times to stop, but he just wouldn't listen. I even tried offering different things for him to do, hoping to redirect his energy, but nothing worked. Things got worse when he snuck into my bedroom without permission. I didn't think much of it until I noticed him rifling through drawers. Then I caught him with a Sharpie marker, and to my horror, he started drawing on the walls. I tried to take the marker away, and he actually tried to kick me when I approached him. At that point, I tried to call my sister to get some advice or to check if she could come back early, but she didn't answer. I was starting to feel overwhelmed. It was obvious I was losing control of the situation fast, and I wasn't sure what to do next. The situation quickly escalated to a point I wasn't prepared for. Ryan chased my old dog around the house and pulled her tail. The dog snapped at him, not hard, but enough to scare the kid. Ryan screamed like he had been mauled and then, out of nowhere, threw a mug at the dog. At that moment, I realized things had gotten way out of hand. I was worried about the safety of my dog, my stuff, and honestly, my own safety too. Ryan's behavior was getting more aggressive and unpredictable, and I didn't know how to calm him down. I didn't want to hurt him or scare him, but I felt like I was losing all control of the situation. Feeling overwhelmed and not knowing what else to do, I decided to put Ryan in the bathroom. I told him he needed to sit there and take a break until he calmed down. I locked the door from the outside, not because I wanted to punish him, but because I didn't feel safe leaving him loose in the house after everything that had happened. At first, Ryan screamed and cried, but I sat outside the door and talked to him every few minutes, trying to reassure him that he wasn't in trouble, just needed to calm down. After some time, he stopped crying and got quiet. I figured it was safer for everyone if he stayed there for a little while. I then went to clean up the mess he had made in my bedroom and checked on the dog. I thought an hour was a reasonable amount of time to let him cool off, but looking back, I realized that might have been too long. When my sister finally came back to pick Ryan up, he ran out crying and told her I had locked him in the bathroom. She completely lost it. She said I was abusive and that I traumatized her son. Since then, she's been furious with me and hasn't spoken to me. She's telling other family members that I locked up her child, like I shoved him in a closet or something. Some relatives have taken my side, understanding that I was just trying to keep things under control, but others say I went too far. I honestly didn't yell at Ryan or hurt him physically. I just didn't know what else to do when things escalated so quickly. Now, I'm stuck wondering, did I really cross the line here? Was locking my nephew in the bathroom for an hour too harsh? Or was I justified in doing what I thought was necessary? I'm genuinely conflicted. I wasn't trying to hurt Ryan, and I wasn't trying to punish him out of anger. I was overwhelmed, scared for my safety and my dog's safety, and honestly didn't know how to handle a child acting so wildly. I tried to be calm and even talked to him while he was in the bathroom. But I also realized that locking a child in a small room for that long might have been the wrong way to handle things. Maybe there were better ways to calm him down or safer ways to manage the chaos. I guess I'm just hoping for some perspective here. Was I the AH for locking my sister's kid in the bathroom? Or was I just doing what any adult would do when pushed to their limit?